Welcome everybody to Yapping Walter. I'm your host Walter VTTT, and today we have a guest. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Walter. I am Mariko Amane. I stream on Twitch. I do a lot of dumb stuffs. I fuck up in games, do karaoke, some treaty stuffs. Yeah, that's about it, I think.
Simple and
Happy
simple
to
and
be here today.
simple and to the point. That is the good thing. Uh, since you're a gamer and all that,
Yup.
what games you mostly play on stream or in off stream? Either way.
Ooh, well,
Not to name every game, but like the main games you like to play.
Yeah, like the genre type of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. No, like I do very much favor RPGs. I really like them. I'm also really into indie games. Like good indie games is like quality. That's some of the best shit I can get. But honestly, when I game off stream, I mostly game things that I think will not be too interesting to on stream. So these days I grind Infinity Nikki. That's about it.
I mean that could work as a stream game, but that game needs an how to say it, its own audience, because like that game as well other gacha games, because I believe it's a gacha game with hell of a pretty outfits, but that game feels like it needs audience at its own audience, kind of like I feel like Sims has its own audience.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like there's quite a lot of of gender bias going around here on what one likes, but I do feel that if I play Dark Souls one day and then Infinity Nikki the other, the viewers will get a little bit confused.
Yeah, they might, but I would say just at some day go for it. Because
I know I did have a Nikki stream once. I forced my viewers to watch everything I do, so
that's good. That's good. And like, yeah, indie games are good because AAA sometimes more nowadays they suck thanks to higher ups meddling in the production of the game.
They're so expensive.
Yeah, like freaking. That's a good example. Skull and Bones costed $800 million. Expedition
Exactly.
Expedition 33 costed 5.1 million. And you can clearly see which one is more liked.
Yeah, no. I must admit, I did buy Expedition 33. I also bought Baldur's Gate at launch, but aside from those, they need to be really, really freaking good for me to buy it at like 80 euros a piece.
Yeah, I get that, and I also hate that the game prices are kind of like ass with AAA because, well, goddamn, they are safe. This is off-brand, but they are safe and too expensive for what they are. Like I wouldn't mind paying for Baldur's Gate 3 like $80. I wouldn't mind that because that game is
exactly. Like when they're that good, it's like okay, it's justified. I get it, and if you want to play it like straight away, paying it is like pretty fair. But most games for me, it's just like, no, I'll wait 3 years until there's a good Steam sale.
Yeah, that's fair, and indie is good with pricing like that. Of course, it's because most are smaller studios. They are not like goddamn like a goddamn kaiju like Larian is with their 300 people, and their budget and like the scope of their games are huge because they can afford
back the marketing budget.
Yeah, and like they are smart with the marketing. They don't overspend it like with goddamn billboards or dumbass trailers on every goddamn platform. No, they know their stuff. They know their audience and that stuff, and they know how to make a good game. So
exactly.
And I would wish a lot more AAA would go there, but freaking higher ups meddling in the production, like that's a mess that needs to be solved.
Yeah, it's basically what happened to one of my favorite series, Dragon Age, and especially Veilguard, the most recent one. Apparently, it was like metal, and I think they
Yep.
restarted the game 3 times, and it just. I mean, honestly, like I still played it. I still liked it, but it definitely had potential to be a lot better. To be fair.
That to me, Veilguard is not a Dragon Age game. It's a friendship simulator
No.
game.
Yeah, no, but actually though, like comparing it to like my favorite game of all times, which is Dragon Age Origins, it's like, yeah, they're not even the same genre anymore.
Yeah, and the problem with Veilguard is that was originally planned as a multiplayer live service, and then they were like, nope, let's make this a single player game, and then that whole mess. Like initially, it was called Dreadwolf. First of all, in my opinion, cooler name than.
Yeah, and that makes sense lore-wise based on the previous game.
Yeah, and if you look at the trailer, like the first announcement trailer that was revealed at the Game Awards 2019, 2020, but whenever Corona was. But that on that Game Award they revealed Mass Effect 5 and Dragon Age Dreadwolf. First of all, Dreadwolf looked amazing. It had the darker vibe. It had that, but the freaking when they reveal it again, it looked like a goddamn hero shooter with that trailer. Because I don't know, maybe the trailer editor or something like that looked Overwatch's trailers or Apex Legends trailer. I was like, yeah, that's a good trailer. Or something like that, because
Yeah, no, I was not feeling it at that point either, and like, but that point you could see that like, this is this is gonna go sideways.
yeah, and I am always more optimistic or skeptic. So if they ever make a new one, I'm hopeful. But with EA, you never know.
And I'm dumb enough to buy the next one as well. I love the Dragon Age series, and like I do believe that like it is still possible to redeem themselves. They just need to be more like look to origins and do that.
Yeah, and yeah. It's for me. It's better to be optimistic than angry and sad. And like if BioWare can dig their heads from the mud with the new Mass Effect game, they are probably gonna make a new Dragon Age game. I'm never happy that writers or anybody gets fired, but I'm kind of happy that nobody from the writing team of Veilguard is working on the new Mass Effect game. If I'm honest.
Oh, very much so. Some of the dialogue in Veilguard was, quite frankly, painful. There were some characters that were really well done, like the Necromancer dude, like his whole story arc. Whoever made that, I loved it. It was so fun.
I
But a lot of
will.
the other characters was cringy.
If
A lot.
I remember correctly, the Necromancer storyline was written by the same guy who worked on Ghost of Yotei and now is working on Fallout 4, not Fallout, Elder Scrolls 6 as a quest designer.
Oh, yeah, no, but it so shows. It's like it's way more cohesive, way better, funny, engaging. It really stood out.
But yeah, that he is not. That's somewhat why I'm somewhat trusting of Elder Scrolls 6, because that he is the quest designer, and that part what I saw is the quests were good in a mech game is good job. And Ghost of Yotei the story is good, not the best but good, so I'm happy. But now let's move on the deep questions that I have.
Let's
And
go.
Mari, well, to be fair, Mari knows this. Uh, let's take out of Veilguard, because that would be the answer. But what was the game you were hyped but turned to be a disappointment? Disappointing of a mess. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Um, I don't know. Like, I feel like Yeah, well, apart from Vanguard, obviously, which I didn't think it was that bad. People that were hyping the badness, but apart from that, I was kind of hyped when I. Not that this is a new game or anything, but I hadn't played the Five Nights at the Freddy's franchise, and it was just so hyped and it was everywhere. This is like some years ago now, and I was like, I'm gonna try it, and oh my god, that is not for me.
Yeah, that game is not for everybody. I personally enjoy the lore. I don't care much of playing, but the lore is for me. I do like it. What kind of a list I have? I have way too many games for that. Skull and Bones, Mass Effect Andromeda.
I like that one. I like all the Mass Effect ones. I know people shit on it a lot, but I'm like,
because
I played it. I had fun.
One sentence will do the justice that why I dislike the game. My face is tired. That goddamn animation and the facial animations are ugly as hell. But the environments are good. The gameplay is good. I just dislike the story. I dislike the villains. Like the villains are like, to me, the Andromeda will, I don't remember the name, but they look like to me like overused office workers, not like Reapers who were a threat in the originally. But I'm happy that Mass Effect 5 or 4 or whatever is the name is gonna like glue the original trilogy and the new like Andromeda galaxies together. Like you can actually see that in their concept art and in the announcement.
Oh, that's so cool.
And in the announcement trailer, you can see Andromeda Galaxy in a far away. And when they really revealed 2023, I believe, a concept art where they revealed like the Paragon and the like the good and evil side. I don't remember, Paragon and Renegade. In the Renegade side, you can see like some Andromeda species that you saw in that game, and you can see they are interacting with the trilogies in the Milky Way species. So they are gonna be together. So I'm happy for people who like. Yeah. But one thing I say, Andromeda had a good companions. I did like most of them.
They did. They really did. Yeah, for me, I feel like Mass Effect kind of falls into the same category that Skyrim does, where it's like, yeah, there is a main story, but I just like hanging out, vibing, taking in the different planets, like. So when you don't put that much importance on the main story, it was pretty okay.
Yeah, the thing with Andromeda again, the villains are meh compared to Reapers. Like with the Reapers, there's an actual threat. Like they are the apex predators of species coming to get all of the species, going to kill them. There's an upcoming threat that you see in first game, and then you see the second game, and you then on the third game you'll see the full invasion of Reapers coming at you and the whole galaxy. And you see like at the start of Mass Effect 3, you'll see they are taking the Earth, then they go to Paladin. And then you see the Garrus over there fighting it, and you'll see the devastation going on Garrus's species home planet. You'll see them, and then at some point you go to Azari's planet and you see the devastation. Like I do like that because it shows. Like I do like a game when a villain or antagonist group, whatever, or villain army is. The game shows, or the series, or whatever, series, anime, whatever, shows the effects or the devastation of war. I like that because...
Oh, yeah. Like when there's like actual implications on the world, I totally agree. That's partially why I don't like those online mass multiplayer games like World of Warcraft. Because I just feel that, like, when you pick a flower and then it respawns 5 seconds later, it's like, I didn't leave an impression on this world. It doesn't care about me. I could be anyone. I want to be special.
Yeah, to be fair, I say that World of Warcraft is a LARPing simulator.
Yeah, very much so.
And, well, it is a good, quote-unquote, good waste of time. I mean, if you wanna,
a waste of time for sure.
I mean, good a waste of time. I mean, if you have a couple of friends, a pizza or alcohol there, and you have to want to have fun with your buddies, go for it. And if you know the game, and that Minecraft as well works with that. But yeah, Skull and Bones, Andromeda, the freaking I don't remember exactly Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War, either one, the second one, because that game had loot boxes, and that was and is a single player game. Luckily they removed it, but it was pain in the ass and pay to win.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just thought of one.
What?
But this is like, it started out good, and I was like really into it. It's Hearthstone. I was so into it when it first launched. No, but literally, it was super fun, and I was playing. But suddenly, it became pay to win, and I was like, they ruined my game, and I never opened it after.
Oh yeah, Overwatch 2. That's also.
Oh yeah.
Fun fact: they removed Overwatch 2, the 2. Now it's back to Overwatch.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Why the 2? Why remove it? I'm so confused.
My guess is that they saw the goddamn like people saying that it's not sequel, and they were like, yeah, that makes sense marketing wise. But the game is now in a good state. I say that. They even had a cat.
Oh, that's cute. I saw. I haven't played it since Overwatch 1. What was his name? The one scooting around with this like kind of loud speaker that projects like sound waves.
Oh, Lucio.
Yes, exactly. About like when he was at it was when I fell off.
Yeah, that's fair. What game you would like to see in an adaptation?
What kind of adaptation were you thinking of, like as like in another media or?
Yeah,
in
another medium. Like, think of like an anime game, movie, TV show, anime, whatever, stage play, whatever.
I am not really sure. Like, I mean, kind of all I want is like a Dragon Age Origins remake. But I mean, I am hyped for one coming out now. The game I have been streaming a little bit recently called Needy Streamer Overload. It's getting an anime, and I feel like it's either gonna be chaotic good or it's gonna be absolutely awful because that game is very problematic. And for the longest time, I wasn't aware that they were even making one. It was so funny. So, but I think it's coming out in the April season, so I am very excited to see that.
Yeah, that's fair. There is an actual anime of a I believe, yeah, VTuber, but this is an actual, I don't remember the name, but an actual anime where a VTuber, the main character is a VTuber, and she accidentally gets drunk in a stream and reveals her face, or how, like the freaking to the point. She doesn't show her eyes, but you can see her freaking nose and that stuff. And then her viewership skyrockets, and her manager calls her, and that like you'll follow.
I started watching that anime some seasons ago. Where she gets drunk and then everyone loves her while drunk.
Yeah, that is a good anime and that
There's also another one about VTubing where there's this guy and he's like a god, and his strength is determined by how many followers he has. So he decides to become a VTuber.
And there's probably there's probably a lot more of those, but that came to my mind recently.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because I love that game. I wanna see an adaptation of Dispatch. I want that. Dispatch is amazing. I want to see that as a series.
Let me look that up. I haven't played it.
You should.
What is it about? Yeah?
It's if you put superheroes into an office worker. You're an ex superhero called Mecha Man, and your mecha gets destroyed, and I say that a goddamn good, fucking hot looking superhero recruits you to be the dispatcher of a superhero team. But the twist is they are all villains, and they are the bottom group of that company.
Oh.
And it's made by the same guys who made Wolf Among Us, Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
So they are correction, they are not the current Telltale games, which where the hell is the Wolf Among Season 2, where the hell that is, been waiting for that like 6 years. But they are like they are the developers who left when Telltale went freaking under when Telltale was like axed because bankruptcy on like 2019-18. They are those devs. They are working, and ex Ubisoft devs. Again, Ubisoft, get your shit together, please. But yeah, they made.
I'm gonna look into it. Yeah.
They made that, and every episode is now out. And for me, it took around 18 hours to beat that. Actually 16 hours ish. So.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't that pricey either. Yeah, that's pretty good value for the money.
Yeah, $30 for 16 hours of episode style game. And let's just say that you will fall in love with those characters. Like, I love all of those characters, and I cannot wait to season 2 because they are 1000% sure making the season 2.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Yeah, and I'm also quite even more sure because Critical Role, the guy who the group who kind of helped with the funding of the game, this
really?
ADOC, aka the studio, are gonna work on a episode style of game of in their universe. They run a D&D group.
Oh yeah, that's so cool. I've seen the TV shows that they produce.
Yeah, and that's why I'm bringing this up is the the CEO of Critical Role said they have to make the season 2 before, or something like that. They have to make the season 2 before the Critical Role game comes up because the iron is hot, and we love this series. We love that game. We want to see the second season before real quick. So
it was really good.
And yeah, the game has mature themes. The game itself is quite mature, quite 18-16 plus. So. And like the funniest thing is, there's a nudity censor. So if there's a nudity, there's a goddamn black box above it. And
no gooning.
And the game has like on Steam 97% of positive reviews. So yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. Now I need to check this out.
What else? A Persona anime. Why not? But yeah, mostly
there are Persona animes.
Yeah, but like an original in the world of Persona, an original anime. I would like to see that.
Oh yeah. No, I agreed. That would be really cool, like unattached from the games.
What games you are the question is, what games you are looking forward?
Honestly, I was looking at games recently, and I don't know. I think something about them being so pricey recently makes me just like not be all that excited for them, because I know that like unless they're like fucking Baldur's Gate level hype for me, I am just gonna end up playing them like maybe 4 or 5 years down the line. But there's some indie games that I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, it's the again delayed Chocolatier, the one that the Stardew Valley developer is making. Yeah. But there's one coming out sooner that I'm really excited for, and it's Witchbrook.
Yeah, that's.
Have you heard about it?
Maybe I have seen a clip or two, but I don't now recall. But I have to.
So Witchbrook is like one of those like cozy games, and basically, I think you're a witch and you're in college and you live in this town, and I don't really know too much about it. I'm trying to like not get too many spoilers, but it's such a me-coded type of game, and I'm really excited for it. I think it's coming out this year, not too long.
Yeah.
How about you, Walter? Any games you're looking forward to?
Well, one is like coming up in Friday. Well, that's Resident Evil Requiem. That I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. Always been. Whenever I play the game series, way too young. Don't play Resident Evil 4 when you are 7 years old.
I played Doom when I was like 12.
Well, Doom is not that bad compared to Resident Evil. Well, like in Resident Evil 4, you can actually see Leon's skull. or you can see like all the horrifying mutations real close up. So that's like I saw Saw in when I was 6.
Yeah.
When I was 6, that's not a 6-year-old movie, but luckily I didn't get traumatized. But
I actually haven't played any of the Resident Evil games.
they are good, but they are good way to horror. I say that because they are not the scariest games, but they are good. I would good, and also like there's no there's a reason why a lot of people simp towards Leon, Chris, Jill, Ada, Claire, like goddamn good character design.
I have friends that are like cosplaying from this series non-stop. They love it and they can't get enough of it.
Yeah, and like I like the story, and I like I like the lore and the world building, because most of the games have a they are connecting to the whole storyline. You can see some story bits from Resident Evil 8 that connects to that game too.
Oh yeah, that's super fun. Yeah. When you see like little hints and things.
Yeah, you can see like a origin of one thing in Resident Evil 8 that is you're like, oh that, okay.
Like I remember that chainsaw, nice.
Yeah, and you can actually see some people's name that you know when you have played the series a lot, and you memorize those names. Same as like in Persona, like there's like a poster of Persona 3 in Persona 4 and that stuff. Other games that I'm waiting for, freaking my Steam wishlist, Crimson Desert. Goddamn, looks amazing. God, in Crimson Desert, you can do whatever basically you want. It's kind of like Breath of the Wild. I feel like even more on steroids, because there's dragons, there's mechas, there's freaking MMO style jobs. It's a single player game though. There's there's side activities you can do. You can do tax evasion, if I remember correctly. You can.
Oh, I love it. Okay, I need this.
You have to.
if I can commit crimes, I'm in.
And the game is not like a Witcher 3, like heavily narrative game. It's more like choose your own adventure or have your own fun adventure type of a game, like a Breath of the Wild, as I said. What else? Subnautica 2, even though the developers, Crafted is an ass publisher, but Subnautica 2, as somebody who has a little bit of thalassophobia, I'm excited. Black Frost, The Long Dark 2, Canadian Winter Simulator, where you survive in Canada, in north of Canada, basically in post-apocalyptic.
I mean, as a fellow Scandinavian, haven't you had enough snow? I sure had enough.
Yeah. The new Lego Batman game looks goddamn fun as hell.
Oh, Lego games are so fun though.
Then James Bond game. It looks great. The 007 First Light, that looks quite good, and it's made by the Hitman developers, which that's the right reason why I trust. Because I'm a Finn, Control, Resonant looks quite good, and I love Sam Lake. The new Tomb Raiders, they look good. Exodus, basically Mass Effect, but with time machines. Like with with Exodus, you are a basically child of Celestials. Celestials are basically like gods, more advanced, kind of like alien creatures. You can choose to be a human celestial or alien celestial. That you can create your character. It's in style of Mass Effect. I'll let you know. But if you do like, for example, the time machine part, or they don't call it time machine, but it's basically that. But if you do a choice, let's say in one point, there's a character who is like 20 years old. When you go back to that planet where they are, and you do the time machine skip, for example, whenever you do that choice, the time moves forward, and you see that character maybe being 60 years old or 70 years old.
Oh,
And
that's fine. So you can
and
like follow their lives.
not really. You cannot go back on time. You'll have to go only forward. So
Oh, okay. You can only skip forward.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a lot of choices that involve
Oh,
the
that's fun.
story.
Yeah, so you can see like the choices you made for
Yeah,
them, how it affected their future, type of thing. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
that's cool. That's really cool.
If anybody in the who are watching or listening this knows the movie Interstellar, it's basically that scene where the main character sees her daughter aging up. It's basically like that.
Oh, okay.
And the good thing is you cannot take every companion with you. You have to leave somebody behind with some choices. And that is the good thing, because if the game is an RPG, when that the game is RPG, and you have to do tough choices that affects the narrative. I'm all for that.
Yeah, you know earlier how when I was talking about that, like I want to make a real impact with like the choices I make in the game. This sounds like the game for that. I am so buying it. I'm super in. No, I'm excited too.
So I'm just gonna copy the freaking Steam pages deal there. Exodus is a sci-fi action adventure RPG where you become the traveler, leading humanity's fight for survival against the Celestials, face our evolution 40,000 years in the future, explore extraordinary worlds, and confront the time itself to shape the fate of generations. Yeah, that's the basically of it. And like they are already releasing like lore books, lore stuff. They have a they have an audio series. Like the lore itself is amazing. It looks quite good, and I believe it's rumored to be coming out next year. And I
Yeah,
believe
I'm looking at the Steam page now, and it says 2027. No set date yet, though.
Yeah, the other one is Expanse Osiris Reborn. It looks like a Mass Effect. Like the thing is,
It really does. It really does.
Yeah, like Expanse Osiris Reborn looks like the cover art looks exactly like Mass Effect, which I don't mind because it's good. Also, the Expanse is made by Owlcat. Owlcat is the guys who made Pathfinder Kingmaker, for example, or the Warhammer 40,000 Rocket Raider. They are great at RPGs.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be good.
And as a game maker or game developer, material maker, that lets you make stuff like textures and that stuff, and you can it has the support of like you can just support them easily to Unreal Engine 5, for example, or Unity or Unreal Engine 4, etc. Like that. That is a good tool that I'm seeing on the trailers and on the pictures. And then the most obvious way to the most three games that I'm the most hyped. Witcher 4, which actually actually 4, technically 5, but they haven't announced. Witcher 1 remake, Witcher 2 remake, Witcher 4.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, no, but the Siri one. Yeah, no, I'm super hyped for that as well. When is that coming out again?
Maybe next year. Maybe next year, maybe 2028.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2 and Mass Effect 5. Like those are like my top weighted games. And one that is coming up also in 4 days that I haven't yet bought is Tales of Berseria Remastered. Fun fact, that remaster is also cheaper than the original.
Oh, what?
Yeah, which is kind of funny if you ask me, but yeah. But the Exodus looks amazing.
It really does.
But
it sounds like just my kind of thing.
Yeah, like if you like Mass Effect and want even more bigger story and bigger properly word on that, and I want everybody to look that up. But probably a game that I'm excited maybe the most is for this year is Crimson Desert, because that game has everything that you want from a game that lets you do basically everything. It has everything.
It does look really funny, yeah.
Like,
we're just like looking at the trailer now. You're riding a dragon. It's like it takes a lot to be riding a dragon, to be honest.
There's puzzles. There's robot mechs that you can control. There's dragons. There's puzzles. There's black holes. there's flying, there's leap of fates, like it has every goddamn thing. And
Yeah, that looks so good.
and it's made by Pearl Abuse, who makes freaking Black Desert Online. And why I'm saying that is because this is made by mainline team, not the MMORPG team. It's made by a separate team. So just basically think the marketing guy said, think of Ubisoft Quebec and Ubisoft Montreal. It's like two separate teams but under the same name. But this team has been solely focusing on this single player game with, by the way, with no microtransactions. Ubisoft!
Oh, yes, let's go.
Ubisoft, take notes. Ubisoft, take notes. You can even you can ride horses. You can customize the player character. It's the same premise on that with like Witcher 3. There's Geralt as the main character. In this, it's Grey Cliff. You can customize his hair color, clothes, sword, like everything. And this is not an RPG, by the way. It's an open world action adventure game. So think of like I believe how the skill tree and that works is kind of like same with Skyrim. Okay, the things you do, the better they are.
No, I am getting Skyrim vibes from it. How it's like kind of like you're detached from main story, and you just like fuck around doing whatever you want to, basically.
Yeah, and some people are kind of. I have seen people getting mad because they are not like that. That it's not like Witcher type of a narrative game, but. And the last question, because I think we have to soon wrap this up. What you would like to see more VTubers do?
Ooh, okay. So this is something that is very much also. I'm talking about myself here as well, but I see a lot of VTubers, especially small ones, which I am definitely in the category of. When they stream, I would love to see them treated more as making content for YouTube rather than streaming. And what I mean is that like one of the most awkward things I know is if you're like browsing streams and then you go into someone's streams that doesn't have any viewers, and then they're completely quiet, and then they start talking the moment they notice like the view count go up. You know?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, right. So, and it's like, ooh, I don't know why it's just like a little bit awkward. So it's like I would love to see people just like chatting, treated as if like you're not really streaming, you're making content for YouTube, and how it's exciting for YouTube. But then it's like, oh, then I got to talk and say what's happening again.
Yeah, like
yeah.
And I heard this tip. I saw a good tip on a short that when you're streaming, just say random stuff, even your intrusive thoughts. Just say random stuff about the game or the gameplay or how you're feeling, like whatever. Just say it. Just talk.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the very worst thing is like you go into stream and it's completely quiet. And I feel like maybe when you're a VTuber, it's like because if you're a real life person, you know, like at least the camera is on you and it's you know, a little bit more to like look at. But if you're a VTuber and you're just sitting dead quiet and dead still, it's like, are you even on? But yeah, no, I say all of my intrusive thoughts, and I have gotten some really hilarious and dumb AF shorts from that.
Yeah, and I know if you I know that if you're whoever is listening to this, if you're a shy, I know it's hard to speak on the mic, but just think of it as your best friend, for example, that doesn't respond, for example, or think of it like an animal or your pet. Like think of it like the microphone as your friend, basically. What I'm trying to say, that just talk to the guy or talk to the mic about something. You don't have to be the freaking Mr. Beast who shouts every goddamn 5 seconds.
Oh no, please don't be.
You can just talk about random stuff, like what do you see, what you can ask dumbass questions. Yeah, like there is good ways to improve your stream, but that comes later. Just don't do this at first, like for the money or like as a professional. do it as a hobby. Like if you're a gamer, just streaming your games and talk about what the hell is happening in the game. It's not.
Yeah, exactly. I try to make good moments for YouTube Shorts. That way you can get discovered as well.
Yeah, and the best tip is you don't have to do. You have to do only one time work basically. You don't have to do 2 different shorts for you. For example, you don't have to do one short for YouTube and TikTok or Instagram Reels. You can just use the same ones that you made for YouTube.
Yeah, spam your content on all channels. Go Insta, go TikTok, go YouTube. Spam Twitch chat, like everything.
But don't be the annoying guy in the other chat that self-advertise, because that's annoying as hell. Like.
Oh yeah. Oh.
But
that's
and
that's
now,
bad etiquette. Yeah.
And now someone might bring the point. I don't know how to edit. Well, learn step by step. It's not. It is hard. Don't get me wrong. It is hard to get into editing because editing softwares are hella. What the hell is going on with the user interfaces? But like, it's the same with Blender, for example, or Unreal, or in game development. Learn step by step, like a one thing at a time. That way you'll stay motivated.
Honestly,
that way you stay motivated with learning and that stuff.
And like I have gotten videos that have gotten like 10,000 views, and the only editing I did is I went to the Twitch, I pressed the clip editor, and I clipped it.
Oh yeah,
that's all it takes. If you have a genuinely funny moment, it doesn't need to be all that fancy. Just get it out there. It's like you can polish it later.
And like I do, I did with few of the shorts that my model is on the lower side, and the other stuff that I want people to see is on the whole screen, and my
exactly, where you like split the screen,
or my webcam is on a circle and there's a white outline just to make it clearer, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need fancy.
Exactly.
You don't need to be goddamn fancy as editing. You can learn it afterwards, but at the start, you can, as any hobby or any professional or any work-related thing, you'll learn and improve with the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't start out like a pro, but you can learn and get better. And the most important thing is just like don't overthink it. Just start. Like, start streaming, start posting videos. They don't need to be perfect. It's okay.
Just one thing I have: spend $30 on a good or a mic. That sounds clear.
Oh yes. You need to have okay sound. That's like the number one thing, because no one is gonna wanna listen if it's super like clouded and you're using your like, I don't know.
If you're using like a $10 headphone microphone, no. Again.
Or like your web camera's microphone.
Yeah. Again, as I said, $20, $30, save that money and buy an alright mic, because you can get an alright mic with that price. You don't have to have like a Shure M7 that costs like $330 or something like that at the start. Of course,
absolutely not.
Of course, if you're in a good final, if you're in a good state with money and you don't care about spending, go for it. But
then go for it. Yeah, it is better for a reason, but it's not that much better. Like you can get started on like a 20 euro microphone as well.
Yeah, exactly. And as we both said, learn step by step. It's more motivating, and you don't lose motivation, because if you try to learn everything at once, you're gonna be tough luck, because you will not probably remember the half of the shit that you were trying to do. Like no. But yeah, I think this is good. I think that's all the things that I wanted to talk with you, and yeah.
No, thank you so much for having me. This was super fun, actually. I had a really good time. It was really fun talking to you.
Yeah. Mariko's every social is gonna be on the description below. If you are gonna buy from Waifuware or Poker Shop, use my my freaking code WalterCC. You get a discount from it, and I get you support you boy. And yeah, I will see you on a few days. After when this episode is out, I'll the next video is gonna be about Resident Evil Requiem. So I'll see you then. And stay safe, be good people, and yeah, bye.
Bye.